Hello dear friends, my name is Gabby. Today I'm going to take us through a yoga flow that is specifically for your lower back. So if you've been feeling a little bit achy in your lower back, maybe a little bit tight, this workout is just for you. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start on the mat, like so. And we're just going to start out in a really nice little child's pose. So see what feels best for your lower back in this position. You can either widen out your stance or you can keep it together like so. Gonna stretch your arms out long and begin by taking a few deep breaths here. Feel your palms get heavy. Your forehead melt into the mat. Your bum kind of melting onto your feet. Adjust your position if you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of a wider stance here, because I feel like this really relaxes that lower back. And just let yourself sink in. From here, you're going to go ahead and wake up those fingertips and just wiggle them on over to your left hand side. Oh yeah, just like so. You can go ahead and rest again. You should definitely feel that this is opening up on your right hand side. I feel the stretch across my rib cage. Deep belly breaths here. From here, you're going to wake up those fingertips again and crawl your fingers on over to the right hand side. So ever so gently, ever so slowly, we're just going to go ahead like so. Again, those deep belly breaths are really important. Think about these big breaths bringing oxygen to your lower back, to your whole body. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here. And from here, we're going to bring those fingertips back on into the center. From here, go ahead and roll yourself up. Ooh, oh my gosh, that feels so good. And you're going to come onto all fours for a nice little cat-cow position. So you can ground into your toes. And from here, a nice deep breath for our cow. Exhale, cat. From here, you might start to wiggle a bit, moving your hips from side to side, trying to stretch it out in a way that feels good for you. Maybe making a bit of a figure 4, or not a figure 4, but a figure 8. From here, you can go back and change that position. And again, just kind of wiggling from side to side, really focusing on what is feeling good in your body, listening to your body. Ooh, some of the best parts of yoga, right? Just getting to listen to what your body's asking for. Ooh, these are really nice. Okay, let's go back into our kind of classic cat-cow here. Really grounding into your palms. Pressing. Ooh. and then going in that opposite direction. Let's go ahead and do about 2 more here. Fix your yoga pants if you need to. Feels wonderful. And from here, go ahead and take one last little wiggle in your figure 8, or maybe it's just a circle going left. Maybe you're going to go the other way towards the right. And from here, find stillness in the middle. From here, what you're going to go ahead and do, I'm only going to make us do this for a little bit, but you're going to ground into your hands, ground into your toes, and you're going to lift up your knees, engaging your core. Just a couple inches off of the ground, not too high. Really think about bringing your navel towards your spine, engaging your lower belly, your whole core here, and lower. From here, take another cat-cow. Back to that nice neutral spine. And we're going to do that again about 3 or 4 more times. Okay, grounding into the palms, into the toes, and we're going to lift. Hold it. Think about engaging that lower belly. Think about maybe rounding slightly that lower back. Ooh, that should definitely give a nice release. And lower down. Excellent. Into our cat-cow. Back to a nice neutral spine. We'll do this 2 more times. Grounding into the mat. We lift. You think about maybe slightly rounding that lower back. So that we're elongating the whole spine. 2 more deep breaths here. And lower. Excellent. We're going to go straight into that cat-cow. Releasing the back. Ooh, that feels amazing. Into our neutral spine. And from here we're going to do the same thing. Our very last one, again, thinking about not going too high, but really focusing on engaging the core. And we go up. And we hold it. Breathing nice and steady. And lower all the way down into our cat-cow. Nice big stretch here. From our cow position, you might look over to your left, kind of, maybe not all the way over your left shoulder, but to the left-hand side. And then you're gonna look over to the right. You're gonna look back to the left because there's a kitty coming to say hello. Give that cat a pet. We'll look over to the right one more time. And from here, what we're going to go ahead and do is thread the needle. So you're just going to extend this arm a little bit out long like so. I'm going to take the other palm and I'm just going to thread it as if I'm threading a needle. Ooh, oh my gosh, that feels so good. Relaxing into the mat. Feeling the weight of your head, the weight of your body just fall forward. Taking deep belly breaths. few more deep breaths here. And from here, you're going to go ahead and push using your left palm. Come forward. Let's go ahead into a child's pose really quick before we go ahead onto the other side. Letting your forehead melt into the mat. And then slowly rolling up, back onto all fours. Gonna do the same thing on the other side. Make sure that you have enough room. I'm right up against the wall, so I don't have a ton of room, but find a spot where you do have some room. And you're gonna extend that arm out the same way we did on the other side. And from here, you're just gonna take this other palm and thread it right through. Letting the weight of your head just kind of help your whole body sink into the mat here. Taking a nice deep breath. Oh my gosh, my cat is being very funny. How about we take 3 more deep breaths here. Waking up the body, pushing into the palm that is grounded into the mat to lift yourself up and come back onto all fours. Excellent. From here, we're going to go ahead and take another cat-cow. Wiggle to one side and then to the other. Find a nice neutral back, and from here we're going to go ahead into our first downward dog of the day. On this downward dog, think about keeping your knees super bent. It's going to feel great on your lower back. Trust me on this one. So we're going to go ahead and push ourselves up. And again, a lot of times we're focusing on trying to get our heels down onto the mat. And while that is still an aim, today I really want you to think about having your knees nice and bent. Ooh, more than anything. From here you can pedal it out just a little bit. Bend your knees, really bend them here. Think about even maybe bending them so much that you're bringing your belly towards your knees. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that is feeling amazing on my spine. I hope it's feeling that good for you too. Ooh. I'm going to go ahead and stretch it out by pedaling again. Taking some nice deep breaths. Oh my gosh, well that feels fabulous. From here, you're going to go ahead and slowly walk up towards the front of your mat. And from here, you're going to very slowly, thinking about doing it one vertebrae at a time, roll yourself all the way up to standing. Flip your hair over. Oh my gosh. We made it all the way up. From here, you're going to reach your hands all the way up towards the sky. Then think about kind of reaching back a little bit. And, I don't know if you heard me crack. We're going to bring them all the way down and forward. Ooh. Bend your knees here. Bring your hands all the way onto the left. Again, knees are nice and bent. Then from here, we're going to go ahead and bring our hands all the way over to the right. Letting our head hang heavy. We'll bring our hands back over to the left. Back over to the right. One more time to the left. And then back to the right. From here, go ahead and rise to a half flat back. Extend out through the crown of your head. Thinking about your spine growing longer, truly lengthening. And then let yourself completely fold forward again. From here, we can grab our elbows and just gently rock from side to side. Again, thinking about just letting your head, your arms, your whole upper body grow nice and heavy. From here, you're going to go ahead and plant your palms into the mat. We're going to step it out and bring it onto our knees. From your knees, go ahead and lower all the way down onto the mat. Excellent. Okay, from here, you're going to go ahead and ground your toes into the mat. And plant our palms into the mat as well, and we're just going to lift. A bit of a cobra position here. Think about kind of tilting your pelvis forward a bit here. This is going to help you lengthen out your spine even more. And lengthen out. I already said to lengthen out your spine, but lengthen out your lower back specifically. And lower. And do the same thing here. Thinking about extending your legs back out long. Growing taller through the crown of your head. And we'll lower back down. Let's do that about 2 more times. And lower. One more time. There we are. Oh, that feels really good. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to look over our left shoulder. Nice and slow. Now we're going to look over the right shoulder. Nice and slow. Back to center. And lower all the way down. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to place our palms just over like so. You can place your forehead on top of your palms. And all together, what we're going to do is we're going to rise, lifting your head up off of the mat, not too high. Holding it here for a moment and then lowering. From here, we're going to push ourselves back into child's pose. Your version of child's pose, so either with your legs out nice and wide, or you can try it with your legs together. Again, taking your hands in one direction onto the left-hand side. Bring your palms to center, and then onto the right-hand side. From here, you're going to come back to the center. Roll yourself up And then we're going to come to laying onto our backs. From here, we're going to start with both knees into the chest. Just want you to give them a big hug. Ooh, that feels so good. Now you can go ahead and rock gently side to side, massaging the lower back. Oh, that feels absolutely wonderful. Oh, very cool. Okay, from here what you're going to do is keep that right leg in towards your center and extend the left leg all the way out, nice and long. Ooh, you can have it pointed at first if you'd like, but then you'll come into a nice little flexed type position. We're going to bring that right knee over towards the left. Ooh, my gosh, I can hear my back cracking. And usually you'll have room, so you'll extend this right hand out nice and long. I don't have a ton of room here, so I'm just going to take a little fun goalpost pose. Oof. You'll lay your left hand heavy on that right leg. Try and think about grounding into your right shoulder as much as you can. Take 3 deep breaths here. Excellent. We'll come back to center. Give that right leg a nice squeeze again in towards the center. And then you're going to go ahead and relax it all the way out. We'll bring our left leg in. Giving it a nice squeeze. Maybe kind of going to the right and left as well. And then what we will do is we're going to do the exact same thing as we did. Adjust yourself as necessary. Bring it on to the side. Oh my gosh, I can hear it crack. Here you'll extend as much as possible that left arm, trying as best as we can to stay grounded into the mat with my left shoulder. Oof, it is hard. Letting your right hand hang heavy on top of that bent knee. Let's breathe here for about 3 deep breaths. One more deep breath here. Coming back to center. We'll bring both knees in towards our chest, and actually we'll open them just a little bit so your knees are coming more towards your shoulders and rather than straight in. Toes are together, knees apart. Again, breathing deeply. From here, you're going to stretch your left leg out. Stretch your right leg out. I'm going to stretch my left arm all the way out. And my right arm all the way out. Ooh. From here, stretch as if you're kind of waking up a bit. You can wiggle again from side to side. And you're going to come, bend your knees. I'm going to do this nice and gentle. Come onto your side and then you'll push yourself up. And from here we'll take our very last pose, which will be a variation of our child's pose. I think it's called Emily's pose maybe. But you're going to bend your knees. Come sat onto your feet. And rather than stretching your hands out long, we're going to stretch them just straight back like so. Melting your forehead into them. Get yourself nice and comfortable here. And in this position, I want you to take 10 nice, long, deep breaths in your own time. From here, gently wake up the body by first wiggling your fingers. Maybe wiggling your toes if you can. Gonna crawl our hands back towards the front, using them to push ourselves up. And flip our hair back. Come to the center of the mat. Come to a nice cross-legged position. We'll reach up all the way towards the sky. Then we'll rain our hands all the way down, bringing our palms to center. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that your lower back is feeling a little bit better, a little bit more flexible. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe to my channel, and I will look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye!